So this is my makeshift wall out of garden sleepers. So basically, when we moved in, this basically this garden was just soil. So the soil started at the back there where that stone wall is, retaining wall, come down, and it ended sort of around about here. So it was just a gradual slope to about here. Okay, and these two rows of slabs around here, they weren't even there. It was all soil. So what I've had to do is, basically, I've dug all the soil out, chucked it all back up onto the top there. I had to dig it all back. I've put in a wall made out of garden sleepers. Now, I ain't a professional landscaper. I've just sort of made this up as I went along. Read a bit online, but pretty easy to do. Hardest bit was digging out all the soil. Took ages, and then I had to order 2 tons of topsoil just to level it all off. So yeah, dug all that out. Got some new slabs from the site, matched the old ones. So I put the 2 rows in here, sort of down there, and then you got your 2 extra rows across there. So the wall is basically, there's 4 posts sunk into the ground about a foot, concreted in. The first row of sleepers is on a bed of aggregate, stones, chippings, all sort of compacted down. That gives it a bit of drainage, so the water doesn't sit on the bottom sleeper and it rots away. Levelled all that up, and then obviously started staggering up the other sleepers on top. They're all fixed through the top of one another with I can't remember what they're called, but they're screws, and they're about 125mm, and they're coated in a green sort of protective coating. They're designed for garden sleepers and decking, and you get the bit with it, and you just put it in a cordless screwdriver or an impact drill. You'd be better off with an impact drill because it drives them through the thickness of the timber easier. So yeah, you just fix it, every sort of 4 or 5 fixings through each timber sleeper into the bottom one. Keep doing that, staggering it all along, and then the top one is actually sort of turned on its side. It needed to be a bit higher than I thought, so it's turned on its side sort of thing. Just fixed through the back on brackets, but you can't see them. And then put some smaller slabs, 450. These are 600. Some 450 by 450. Just made some steps, some sleepers, bit of concrete, holding them together. So yeah, it's all fixed in, it's all levelled up, and then I've had to fill in, obviously, from about, halfway back the garden. It started sloping quite from sort of there to nothing. So I've had to fill all that in beyond sleepers. 2 tons of topsoil went into it. There's some gravel behind there. And yeah, just waiting for the turf to be delivered. Should be alright. What I've had to do is this gravel board, kickboard on the fence, I've just sort of put another sort of, another one on top of it, and down the stringer of the steps, just to tidy it up a bit, because you can see where I dug it out on the angle, you can see the soil from next door, so I've just tidied that up there. I had to go all the way down there. So yeah, get some plants in around here and the front here, and yeah, it should be alright, I think. get a bit of garden furniture, bit of turf down, and yeah, it's pretty easy to do. You just got to make sure that that wall is well and truly fixed in place, because it's got to take a lot of weight, especially when it rains. All the water is going to soak into that soil. It's going to be pushing it this way. Also, what I did is, as well as the posts that are sunk into the ground, I've put in two, I think they call them dead men, but it's basically a sleeper that goes back into the soil, and then there's like a cross beam, and it's like a hook that basically hooks a wall into the soil. So it's about 2 foot below the surface. There's one here, and there's one sort of there. And yeah, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Hasn't moved yet, from what I can see. It seems pretty solid. I've had to put like a little sort of down the bottom here. I'll put like a little fur in sort of angled trim, just a fencing sort of thing. It's just like a triangle section, just to tidy up the bottom bit where the slabs meet these sleepers. There was a bit of a gap. I was going to fill it with some stones and stuff, but it just looks a little bit better with that. At the side there, I've just cloaked it with another bit of like fencing trim, sort of a bit of wood. Screwed it to the sleepers, and I've actually screwed it into the wall as well, so that gives it a bit of an extra fix in. I've also put a bracket behind the wall, sort of down behind there, and it's fixed to the garage. This piece here is sunk into, there's a post sort of sunk into the ground, concreted in. That's all fixed, so that's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, a bit of a month or so, see if it's still up. But that's how I sort of made the retaining wall to level off the grass and keep the patio separate. I was going to pay someone to come in and do it, but they charge a fortune. And I think I spent about, 250 quid on the materials for the wall. Sleepers from Wix's, and the screws and stuff. A couple of bags of cement and sharp sand. And yeah, just needs a bit of a tidy up. A sweep and a hose down, and when the sun comes out, it'll be alright.